Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Trishy and for today's Yin Yoga class we'll be working with a yoga wheel. So if you do not have a yoga wheel at home, there's no need to stop the video. I have adapted the class in order to use just your regular props at home. So come and take a comfortable seat, cross-legged, kneeling, or sitting up on a block as well. You can place your palms on top of your knees and feel free to close your eyes. Let's just begin with a grounding breath, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth as you lift up tall through the spine and bringing the shoulders onto the back body. Feel all the parts of your body that are connected to the ground and commit just to leave everything off the mat for now, committing to your practice. Bringing your awareness to your breath. Bring your palms together in front of your heart space, inhaling deeply through the nose, and then exhaling through the mouth. So we'll begin with a wide-legged child's pose. Wheel or not, bring your big toes to touch, knees go wide. And we're really going to target into the shoulder area. So you can either do a traditional child's pose where you just sit your hips back to the heels and lower your forehead all the way down to the mat, reaching your arms out in front of you. The next option is to grab a couple blocks, placing them in front of you and then bringing your elbows down onto the block and then lowering down that way while bringing your hands in prayer to the lower neck. And then finally, if you have your yoga wheel at home, you can reach your arms forward and then lower down, bringing your forehead to the mat while the arms are extended out in front of you onto the wheel. If your head is just hanging in space, I like to grab the block and just bring the forehead down. You can either keep your palms in prayer or just let them dangle. Take a moment and get comfortable in whichever variation you're taking. So when you're with the wheel here, it's a very intense, sensational pose, but you should never feel pain in Yin Yoga. You want to feel around the mid-range, so in terms of not feeling any sensation at all and then feeling pain, you want to be around the middle point. Yin Yoga is a meditative practice, so we hold poses for minutes at a time, low to the ground, so that it can benefit our joints and connective tissues. So you want to try to relax every muscle that you can. Slowly begin to lift back up. If you had your hands in prayer, bring them back forward in front of you and just sit back on your heels for a moment. So lean forward and come and take a seat facing the long edge of your mat. Extend your left leg out to the side and bring the sole of the right foot to the inner edge of the left thigh. You can grab your wheel and place it alongside the left leg. If you don't have a wheel, you can use props, blocks, stacked, or just let gravity guide you as you fold forward over the left thigh. You want to turn and face your left leg. The wheel is very helpful in this pose because as gravity guides you lower and lower, the wheel will accommodate that by rolling forward gently. So it's okay to round your spine in Yin Yoga. You just never want to push or pull yourself to get deeper into the pose. Plant your palms into the ground as you very slowly and mindfully begin to lift back up. Once you get there, just take a moment. Breathe into your body. And then let's go to the other side. Extend your right leg out to the side, bending through your left knee, bringing the foot to the inner edge of the right leg, and then placing your prop, wheel, or block to the inner edge of the right leg. And then when you're ready, gently fold forward, bring your forehead onto a prop, or you don't even need to use a prop if you feel comfortable. Relax all your body. This is a pose for the inner groin and the posterior chain along the left and right side. So find a way that targets these areas. Not everybody is going to look the same in every pose. Press the palms into the ground as you lift back up. Just be still for a moment, letting the energy release. Place your palms behind you, bend your knees, bring your feet to the floor, and just gently windshield wiper your knees from side to side. Then when you're ready, you can come onto all fours. Hips over knees, shoulders over wrists. Then step your right foot in between the palms. Grab your wheel and place it underneath the right thigh, onto the hamstring area or where it feels most comfortable. Also, I like to place my meditation pillow in front of the left thigh. That creates a little bit more stability, especially with the wheel. It creates a lot of stability. So if you feel comfortable like this, you can either bring your palms down onto the ground and stay there like that, or you can lift all the way up, interlacing your fingers behind your lower back. Really depend on your props and relax all your muscles. Feel free to close your eyes. Again, if you don't have the wheel, you can always place a big bolster underneath that right thigh, or you can just not use a prop there at all. If your fingers were interlaced behind your lower back, just bring them back down to the floor. And then you can grab your meditation pillow if you're using one, or a block or a pillow, placing it under your seat as you sit your hips back on top of the pillow, and then rolling the wheel wherever feels comfortable along the right leg. Again, you can just prop your right leg up on a block if you feel comfortable like that, and you can just stay sitting up if that's great for you, or you can fold forward over the right leg. Keep relaxing all the way through your shoulders and neck, into your jaw, resisting the urge to push or pull yourself. Begin to roll back up. Stay still once you do. And then cross your right palm over to the outer side of the right leg and just take a little twist, twisting over to the right. And then bring your right palm to the outer edge of the left thigh and then twist over to the left. And then you can come back front. Just roll the wheel towards you so that you can step your right foot down. Place it off to the side for now. And any other props you might be using. Come back into tabletop pose on hands and knees. And then when you're ready, you can step your left foot in between the palms. Grab your wheel or your bolster or pillows or blocks and place it underneath the left thigh. And if you like, you can place a pillow or a block in front of the right thigh. You can bring your palms down to the earth and work the pose from there, or you can lift all the way back up, interlacing your fingers behind the back or clasping onto palms. Take a moment and get settled. Surrender to the props and feel free to close your eyes. If your palms were interlaced, just bring your hands back down so that you can transfer the meditation pillow or blocks or bolster underneath the right or the left hip as you sit your hips all the way back towards the right heel. Then you can place your wheel anywhere along that left leg as feels comfortable and that you can release the muscles in the leg. You can use your props like blocks or bolsters to do the same thing. And you can either just stay seated up if that's comfortable for you, or you can fold forward over the left leg, releasing your hands down to the mat. Take a moment to get comfortable so that you can stay perfectly still, relaxing all your muscles. Slowly begin to use your palms and arms to lift all the way back up. And we'll take the same twist that we did before. So place your right palm to the outer edge of the left thigh and twist open to the right, or the left rather. Then bring your left hand to the outer edge of the right thigh, twisting open to the right. Roll the wheel towards you. Placing your props off to the side, then coming back into a tabletop pose. Feel free to stretch any legs out that feel great. Then come into tabletop pose again. Step your right foot in between the palms one more time. And then place your wheel or your bolster or your prop right in the inner groins. So take a moment, find a comfortable way, and then you can fully extend your right leg out in front of you. And let your left leg extend out behind you. You can keep your palms down on the ground, or lift all the way up and clasp onto opposite elbows. Now this may feel very sensational, you might not feel anything at all. If you need to prop yourself up on more props, go ahead. If you don't need any props at all, just take them out and bring your hips all the way forward and down. Find what works best for you. Either way, if you have your wheel at home, you can just stable yourself on top of that, and feel free to close your eyes. Release your arms if they're behind your back, bringing your palms out in front of you. Just roll back on the wheels so that you can bring your foot flat to the ground, moving your props off to the side. And then just take a brief child's pose. Big toes touch at your hips back and just place your arms wherever feels comfortable. Then you can lift back up, coming back into tabletop pose. Bringing your left foot in between the palms. You can place your wheel or your prop underneath the groin. Just find a way that it's comfortable. And then you can extend your left leg out in front of you and your right leg back behind you. Again, you can bring your palms down onto the ground or hold on to opposite elbows. Whatever feels most comfortable. Use your props in a way that's best for you and your body. You don't necessarily have to be doing what I'm doing. If you need more props to feel comfortable, just stack them up. If you need less and you can go further down, just do what's best for your body. If your palms were behind your back, just bring them forward to the mat. Bending through the left leg and moving your props off to the side. You can feel free to sit the hips back to the heels in a brief child's pose. And then when you're ready, come forward, And then taking a seat down onto your mat, lying all the way down with your knees bent, feet flat on the floor. If you use an eye pillow or a small towel in your practice, you can go ahead and just apply it to your eyes now. And then you can bring your arms into a cactus or T shape. Shift your hips an inch or two over to the right, and then let both knees drop over to the left. You can always place a block underneath the knees or in between the knees, if that helps you feel more comfortable. And if you feel any tingling in your palms or arms, just bring that arm back down to your side. Let your body sink into the ground as you relax every muscle from fingers to toes. When you're ready, gently bring one knee back up at a time and then shift your hips back center. And then when you're ready, shift your hips an inch or two over to the left, letting both knees drop over to the right. Gently lift both knees back up. Shift your hips back into the midline. And then when you feel ready, extend your arms along the sides of the body, palms facing up, shoulders onto the back body. Extend through your legs for Shavasana. Relax every muscle. Take these last few minutes of peace and relaxation, just letting everything be. Gently begin to deepen your breath as you stretch through your feet and hands, maybe raising your arms overhead and taking another deep stretch. And when you're ready, you can turn to one side, carefully removing your eye pillow and then coming to take a comfortable seat. Just tune inside. See how you feel now, as opposed to when you first started your practice today. Do you feel more grounded? Do you not? Whatever it is, just accept how you feel in this moment. And then bring your palms together in prayer position in front of your heart. Let's take a cleansing breath to end the class, inhaling deeply through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. Thank you so much for practicing today with me. If you enjoyed this class, please subscribe to my channel. I hope you have a beautiful day. Thank you again. Namaste.